It's day 50 now, supposed to be, of my budget bungalow build, but I'm getting bored with it now. So I'm instructing the crew yesterday that today that they should be starting to knock down that house, the old house, because it's now that one will be the road budget, and Oldby will have to dip in his pocket on that one. That's the road budget. That's not my budget bungalow. And so this is my first visit, so I don't know if they followed my instruction, but if they don't, because I've noticed lately that they would rather please the old couple than the one that paying their wages. But if there's nothing happened there now about demolishing the old house, I will be paying them their wages today, then they will be until today. Whatever reason they can come up with, simple and clear, they have not followed my instructions. And so I want to check if they do, because like I said, before somebody else move in, and someone a lot support me on that one, but also some, why will the old couple allow it? You won't believe, looks can be deceiving. There are a few cases here where the old couple is renting out the space, and like Chelsea shop, I'll show you what I mean later. Chelsea used to rent from them. I have her video before when I started. She had a snack area in our place, and the old couple rent her the space for 100 pesos a month, so she built like a native snack area. And she has to stop because she has to, for health reasons, and also get her qualification as teacher. And so I'm here now. I'll continue the story later. So you see that the four of them is on destroying the house, and yes, they have followed my instruction of taking out the roof first, so it's unlivable. They are on this stage now. But to continue my story about Chelsea, the one that follows me like Bernard, you've seen on my old videos before when I started that Chelsea had a shop area. She was actually renting that space from the old couple for 100 pesos a month. She has to stop for a couple of months for health reason, and also she get on her teacher qualification exam ready. When she want to go back, the old couple already had somebody else living in her constructed shop at her own expense and renting it from them. The reason is Chelsea was not renting it anymore, but her shop that she constructed was not even taken into consideration from the one that someone else is living there. And they just reason it's just temporarily, you can kick them out, just go to the barangay. I mean, why the hassle? And another also where she used to live in the another shed that she rent from them, she was kicked out, and then the grandson is living on that one now, after she has done all the toilets, everything that she can do on the shed or the nipa house that she used to live. So this is what they are. I won't go near because there's so many nails. I'll just go and stand here in the far distance, so I won't be on the way. So I said, these are the sort of things that you need to watch out. If you got a space and then somebody asks you that can they build a shop and all that, or can we live here temporarily, please be wary, because you'll end up have to go to court to get them to kick them out. You gotta have a evacuation order from them, so it will take years. Whereas to avoid that, you should have already stopped that before it's happening. So This is one way that I'm saying that to avoid that kind of problem that I will have in the future for the temporary staying there for a while, and then I'll end up has to go years and years to have them evacuated there. And also, I need to remind you, before I even build the bungalow, they said that they're gonna take out the materials. But look, I end up having my man taking this out before they drag it on. And somebody, like I said, somebody else moving there. So this is the best way to make it happen. And also, you look at why I build the bungalow is to make them move. Like I said, I bought this road lot a long while ago. This one here. And they said they're gonna slowly move, but they haven't. So I end up, to the kindness of my heart, build them the bungalow so they will move. Now, they're destroying their old house that they promised that they will. Did not happen again. So you can see what is the sort of people I'm dealing with. So this is the sort of thing, like I said, you need to be wary of. Looks can be deceiving. You might be feeling sorry for the things that, oh, they can't do nothing. But no, they will take your kindness as a weakness. And like that family of 15, you will see that the children are lacking food. They're very thin, especially the young ones. There's even a baby that fall over. They had two that's got broken legs, fell over from their house. And if you see the parents, they're well potted. The father's obese. Because the rule is the father and mother has to eat first before the children. So this is what we are. And then it will make it better for finishing on the other side and also make it lighter inside the house. It looks so gloomy and depressing. So by doing this, makes it clear for my roadway and nobody will live inside the house. So this is the inside here. You can see the lights coming through now that they have destroyed the top part. In fact, in here you can also see that the wind is coming in because the top part's already gone. They have moved most of the furnitures now, whatever stuff they have in there. But it's making it easier to render and also making it better inside this area. But these are all the things that they have there. It's all broken. Broken cabinets, broken things, but they just keep them as well. But look at this cabinet there. It's no good. All broken in the sides. But they still want to keep them. All the old clothes. I mean, what's the use of that? You're not wearing them. You're just filing it up. Sacks and sacks of old clothes. See, they got someone in their dirty kitchen working. Doing the rendering. I bet you it's also my son. They're just pain in the ass. I could see that they have reconnected the bent pipe and make it connected for outside, but still doesn't erase the fact that it will be there, will be the open fire area is gonna be meeting with the methane gas. But that's the area of the open fire. That's why they put those old corrugated sheets. And so It's still the same wrist, and you can see that on the top they have put all the old corrugated iron near to the new ones that I put in. But like I said, I've gone past worrying. I just want this all finished and gone. But today it's not about the budget bungalow. It's already been calculated yesterday. What's day 49 total was. It's still under 230. It's 228 228,533. So today it's not calculating about the budget bungalow. This one is Old B's project, the road project. This is day one road project. But those are the things of the old couple, all old stuff that's got no use, because they like collecting broken stuff from the neighbors and just file it in their house. But this is day one, so the budget bungalow is on hold for now. This is day one of the road project. So Mr. and Mrs. Turner, you can see that it's gonna be happening, that the road, I'm hoping that when you come here you can actually drive on the road or go through the road to see your land on the back, your land that's overlooking the view. You can see the views there. So this is my private road that you can be sharing with me towards your land. So here we are, day one road project. This is the stage that they are as of the moment. I just had to go with the old couple because of the sand that I just bought yesterday. 2 multi-caps was now been sifted by the Deloy, and they're now using it to render their kitchen. So I had to go at them that today. So we had a big, like not a big, but a slight argument, and now they're replacing my sifted sand because I had to pay for the person's wages to get it. I had to pay for transport, which is petrol, and I have to pay for the sand, and they're just using it being sifted already and rendering their dirty kitchen. So they're now very embarrassed, and they have replaced my sand. So it's now drizzling. I have to go back, but this is what's the stage that they are now, after they have destroyed most of the upper part of the old house, and then they will be destroying it, knock down all the the cemented part, because the steel can be used as a room. Just put a tarpaulin for anyone that's going to be interested. So better, I think, to knock it completely. Then there's no argument that they cannot build on it. And regards all the rubble here, we will be filing it over there behind the acacia tree, this big acacia tree, because that's where they still own that land. So you can see, you can now imagine this is the roadway, and like a meter from the bungalow is where the remaining walk around the bungalow. So it's now 2:30. I just come on early at 1 o'clock because I want to make sure that they're not using my sifted sand anymore, because they have already used 2 multi-cabs of my sand to build a dirty kitchen, and I have to replace it. Now that we sifted it, they're also using it. Do you think it's fair? So that was the argument about that I had lose my temper already. I told them that I will not be rendering the bungalow anymore because they're using all my materials. And going back now to the road project, day 1, and see how much they have done on the demolition for the old house. The reason that I'm showing you all these building projects, so you will be aware of the problems that you're gonna have to encounter when you're building here. Like right now, I told old Tony to make the window frames and put them in as he finished. But for some unknown reason, he likes to put it all at once. So no room is squared up. Because I want them to put it in, then it all gets squared up, then we have a finished one. But they want to do it themselves. And I know what's the reason they want to drag on the work. But that's the thing that you have to encounter. The workers themselves and insisting on what they want would not listen. That's why I become so frustrated, because they are now trying to impress the old couple, not me. So that's what the problems you have to encounter when you are building here in the Philippines. That the workers themselves got their own agenda. And it disrupt the workflow, because if he has done what I've told him to put the window frames in, rooms could have been squared and Fredo will not be wasting time waiting for the frames to put in and before it gets squared up. So tomorrow I will tell him to put the frames and the window frames that's ready, so we have something that it's squared up and done. So I'm here now. So they have cleared out the rubble that they just chucked in here a while ago, and they put it there. So they're still on the floors and clearing out the thing. And so tomorrow I want all those frames put in and the doors put in. So only old Lito and Daloy will be continuing on the demolition, because it's still far to get until the end of the month to get the windows and the doors. So if they just leave it their way, they'll drag on the job. The good that I put in here on the demolition, which is a good job anyway, to, like I said, to avoid the squattering. But I cannot continue just making the flow that they wanted just to keep them employed. So I have to rethink twice now what's the best way. But I think tomorrow Tony and Fredo will be on the putting the frame and squaring up the frames here. So there will be something finished, like a room have a door, because they got 2 door frames that have a door and a window frame already put in, just waiting for the window to come. So here they start to break the cement. The Daloy is doing it. So I'll have a look inside what still have to be done there. So there they are breaking the connections over there and the connection here. I'm taking out the wood it doesn't need Tony here tomorrow. Daloy and Julito can do this one. He will be back to putting the frames on the window and doors. So they're now on the ground floor of the old house, breaking the cement. But for a known reason, they haven't bought the big mallet that we have. They're just using their hammer still. But I told Daloy to bring the big mallet tomorrow, so it will just be one blow. So I have to tell the Tony and the Fredo that they'll be going back to putting the frames on the window and doors, so it will be done, because they have their own agenda in prolonging this job because they don't want to be jobless all this lockdown. But that's why I get so frustrated, because they're not listening to my workflow instruction. They have their own agenda, because if it's not being followed tomorrow, I'll just finish them off this Saturday until I can get the windows and doors. So the reason so-called why they don't bring the big mallet is because they think they'll still be using the hammer on the wood upstairs. But I could just love to smack the mallet on this one. So they got another junk stuff there that they have just put in with no use. See, a fridge that's been broken for so long. Asa ni butang na dito? You know what I mean? It's just useless, but they're keeping it in there, making their space tight. They're like collecting all the old rubbish around the neighborhood. So I'll wait for the end of the hour, this 5 o'clock. Then I'll tell Tony that what he's gonna do tomorrow. He'll be out of this demolition. And Daloy can just continue that, and Julito on their own. They're even arguing where to put the crap fridge, because they want to save it again for inside. I had gone past worrying. So I don't know what time. I have to check the clock. It's almost 5 o'clock. 5 to 5. So this remaining demolition one can now be done by Daloy and Julito. They can go back tomorrow to the budget bungalow. So my workforce is separated now. And because the hardest one is to take out the roof. So we just file it there on the side of the remaining lot. Then it's done. Another junk that was filed in there, occupying space with no use. So they like hoarding those kind of stuff that they haven't used for years and just occupying the space. So they want to save that flooring. So I told them just cut off all the columns and push this floor over. So this is the reason why I'm showing you all these problems that I had, because you need to be aware when you're building here in the Philippines that looks can be deceiving. You think you feel sorry for them, but you have to look closely. Are you feeling sorry for them, or they're the one feeling sorry for you because they got you in their pockets? Because like I said, they think your kindness as a weakness. They seem to forget what their old house looked like when they are what they're acting right now. So hopefully this will all be demolished tomorrow, but it's only gonna be Daloy and Julito, so I'm not expecting much. But I'm expecting more on the budget bungalow, that the frame that's been waiting for so long to be put in will be put in finally.